Hi traders, you are welcome to my video on how to trade commodities in MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Okay, so commodities are essential markets. All right, gold, silver, oil, natural gas, and agricultural products like wheat and coffee. They are traded globally every day. Okay, they move differently from currencies, and they are influenced by factors like supply, demand, and global events. Okay, so that is the reason why learning to trade them on MT4 and MT5 um, is such an important skill. Okay, so we're just going to be starting with the basics. The first step is to make sure that your trading platform, whether it is MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, you just have to make sure that it is properly set up. All right, so once you log in with your broker's details, you head over to your market watch. Just going to view market watch. All right, you head over to your market watch window, and then you right click inside of it and ensure that this show all, click on show all. Okay, to make sure that all the assets are shown. All right, then you can make sure that you are under this symbols section. Okay, so from here you find the list of all the available instruments, including commodities. All right, so you will see all the available instruments that your broker um gave you access to. Okay, so probably depending on the broker that you are using, you might find some commodities. You can see here we have cocoa, we have coffee, we have copper, we have cotton, we have palladium, platinum, we have sugar, we have gold, we have silver. So you're gonna see these apart from currency pairs, right? So you're gonna see all the commodities that are available, so you can you know from your market watch, you can actually decide to just right click, can then tap on chat window. All right, so you can from there you just open. um if you have a template, you can load your template, or you can just go to properties and then set the uh colors for your charts however you want it to be. Okay, all of that, you just edit the settings basically. All right, so basically at this time you know how to add a commodity to your chart, right? So now let's talk about the charts. MT4 and MT5 make it easy to open a chart for any commodity. You can see how I just did it right away. So the process is quite similar whether you're using MT4 or you're using MT5. Just make sure that you view your market watch, make sure that show all, you click on show all, and then you now look for the particular commodity that you want to add. All right, look for the particular commodity that you want to add. Okay, or you can just go to uh file, you go to new chart, and then you can just select from whatever you have here. So this is another method. Okay, so in this case we can just let me just add oil. Let me open oil. All right, so yeah, so it's very easy to load a chart. Okay, it's super easy. um Now once you've added a particular commodity, you've opened the chart for the commodity. Well, now depends on your trading style, right? The daily and the 4 hour charts are useful for spotting bigger trends, while shorter time frames like the 15 minutes or maybe even the 1 hour, depending on the kind of trader that you are, they can be used to identify your entry opportunities. Now, technical analysis is where MT4 and MT5 shine. Okay, you can add indicators like your moving averages, RSI, or Bollinger Bands, to your commodity charts. If you want to do that, you can just go to insert, go to indicators, select the particular indicator that you want to add. Okay, so you now trading commodities, depends on your trading style, right? But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to be showing you, I'm just going to be showing you a very quick strategy that you can use. Is a popular strategy, right? But it does not necessarily mean that you cannot employ other strategies when trading commodities. Okay, you can actually employ other strategies. If you already have a strategy, then that's absolutely fine. Okay, so now we're just going to be adding the moving average to the chart. Okay, we're going to add the exponential moving average 200, and we're also going to add the exponential moving average 50 to the chart. This is a popular strategy. Okay, so now what's going to happen is that since we are on the 1 hour time frame, I am just going to use 50 and 20 instead. Okay, remember that it depends on your trading style. All right, the kind of strategy that you use, or even the moving averages that you use, depends on your trading style. So if you are an intraday trader, you might not need a 200-day moving average. You can work with 20 and 50. So this strategy basically is when you have the RSI below the 30 level, and then you have a bullish crossover from the 50 and 20 EMAs. So you have that bullish crossover and you have the RSI rise above the 30 level. The RSI must rise above the 30 level, and you must have this bullish crossover before you enter your buy trade. So in that case, you would have considered buying somewhere around here because the RSI had already climbed above. And then so before you exit, you can wait for the RSI to enter the overbought territory and just cross downwards. So if we had waited for that to happen, we should have exited somewhere around here. If you see, when it crossed downwards somewhere around here, right? So we should have exited somewhere around here. So you would have entered somewhere around here and exited somewhere around here. So now for your stop loss, of course your stop loss, if it's a bullish trade, like this is an example now, your stop loss is going to be below the that crossover zone where you entered. Or you can, in fact, you can just use the very previous swing low, the very previous low. If you want to use a tight stop loss, you can use that immediate low. If not, you can use the previous. You can see here, this brief low that we had here can be for your stop loss. And then if you want to use a predetermined take profit target, then you can actually decide to use maybe resistance zones, right? You can just take a reference for your resistance zones and then use that for a take profit, or you can just wait for the RSI to enter into the 70 level and start dropping down, and then you exit your buy trade. Okay, so this is a very easy strategy that you can use, but obviously if you have other strategies, you can use them as well. All right, so now when it comes to execution, right, let's just go over some other types. you know um but before that, there are different drawing tools, like the trend lines, support and resistance levels, Fibonacci retracement. They are valuable tools for commodities since they often move in cycles. Okay, now concerning the order types, in both MT4 and MT5, you can place a market order. The market execution is the one that when you place the buy trade or the sell trade, it executes immediately. That is for the market execution. But for the pending order, it's a kind of order whereby the trade is only executed when the price gets to that particular point that you set the order. Okay, so with market execution, you enter the trade immediately. All right, but with pending order, it allows you to set the trade at a future price level. Okay, so this is an example. Let's say I want to buy around this zone. I can just right click. I can just okay, if I want to buy around a particular zone, you go to trading. All right, you right click, you go to around the particular price level. Okay, you go to trading limit. All right, so the buy limit, let's just view the toolbox. This is a demo account. Okay, so the buy limit will be placed around that particular zone that uh you set the pending order, you just go to trading. The particular place that you want to set your pending order, you can just go, you right click on that zone. Once you right click on that zone, you go to trading. Then if you are setting a pending order below current price, obviously it has to be a buy limit or a sell stop, right? But if you are setting a pending order above current price, it's either a sell limit or a buy stop, right? So those are the like the basic pending orders. We also have the buy stop limit and the sell stop limit. Okay. So um risk management is critical in commodities trading, right? These markets can move sharply because of global news and economic reports. So that is the reason why stop losses are your best friend. So always set a stop loss when entering a commodity trade and size your position carefully so you are not risking too much of your account on a single trade. Another important feature in MT5 compared to MT4 is its improved order management and economic calendar integration. Okay, MT5 gives you access to more commodities, probably, well, depending on your broker as well. So broker is also a factor, and of course, MT5 gives you wider range of tools. So if your broker supports it, you may also see commodities futures available in MT5, which expands your trading opportunities. So to summarize, trading commodities on MetaTrader is straightforward once you understand the process. You add your chosen commodities to the market watch list, you open the charts, use indicators and drawing tools for analysis, and then choose the right order type to execute. Okay, combine that with disciplined risk management, and you'll have a structured approach to trading gold, oil, and other commodities. So that's a complete walkthrough of how to trade commodities in MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Basically, the same way I explained it on MT5, you can use that same approach on MT4 as well. Okay, the same process. All right. So that's a complete walkthrough of how to, trade commodities if you are a fan of commodities. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to this channel if this video helped you, and don't forget to click the like button. All right, stay smart and stay disciplined. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.